Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, in this video, I will guide you to the tutorial of React.js. React.js, that is one of React.js packages, that is React Router DOM version 6. Okay, in this React Router DOM, we're gonna talk about the browser router, routes, route, link, navlink, navigate, use location, and we're gonna talk about case implementation, use params, and outlets. Okay, first but not least, you have to install your React Router DOM version 6. You can get it on their website. You can go to the basic installation and copy this syntax npm install React Router DOM at 6. There you go. Okay, then it is. Now we can use our React Router DOM by import this thing. First of all, we're gonna import the browser router from React Router DOM. Browser router as router. So guys, what is browser router exactly? Browser router is the parent of the routes and router. So before you route something or you provide something to the other links, and if you want to go to another link, you have to have the browser router at first, because it is the parent and it wraps your routes in every route that in your browser. So this is how to use the browser router. First, you're gonna use the router because we associated it with the router, browser router as router. Then it, yeah. After typing router in our code, then we have to import routes. And so what are these two? Routes and route. So the routes is the parent of the route. So what is that? So guys, before you want to put your link, put your URL, or put your providing or something in the routes, because you want to route it everywhere in your application, that you have to put routes before you route something. Example like this: route, then we get to the path. We have the path here, path index. Then before that, we have to create a class, function or class. I'm gonna say this home and return it. Paragraph, this is okay. In React Router DOM version 6, we're gonna use the element for rendering or put your class into the root. So it's simpler than before, because in React Router 5 we have to render it and we get to guide it to somewhere exactly like this. Then in the React Router DOM version 6 is pretty easier than the React Router 5. So let's further ado, this element, then home. So you can access it like this. This is home. Okay, what if we want to create another class? It's easy. Example, this is home 2. we copy this. This is home to. Two. Bang. This is home to. So that is easy, guys. If you want to root something in React Router DOM version 6, just like you put the path into the root, then you put the element and your class inside the element. So we want to use our fourth package or fourth component, that is navigate. How to use this navigate? Let's check it out. First, we import the navigate first, navigate. Then we declare it as a var variable. Let no, because it's navigate, we're gonna use. So yeah. The navigate in React Router DOM version 6 is able to replace you to from where to somewhere. Example like this. If I want to go to the, let me say that this is the in-out, this is the content. We want to use the navigate here, element, navigate, this here, then replace to, I want it to go to the home. Let's see. There. Nice. Like that. So if you want to replace something in your root, just use the navigate, because navigate you can replace something to dashboard to your index by using this replace and to. Okay. This is home. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna implementation the school projects, yeah, the school hierarchy or school algorithm here. So first we're gonna say this is a root. You can make the root by this X or this, it's up to you. Path. Also you can use this school. You can use the slash or no, it depends on your desire. So in this time I will use that, use the slash, then element. What the element is, we're gonna use the school, making school first. I'm gonna replace it. I'm gonna place the home to the home to the school. Okay. School. Let's check it out. School. Okay, school. And inside the school, I'm going to create two classes, that is the class and also the subjects. Okay, first root, then path to, example, this is class, element, we're gonna use class here, and we create class, function class. This is class. Then we're gonna create subject. Copy this, then paste. This is the subject. Is it popping or not? Class. No, it's not pop. Because why? Because in React Rotterdam version 6, we need the outlet to put the outcome from the child that we want to access. Example, in the school, we have put two roots inside the school root. The parent is school, and the children are class and subject. So in React Rotterdam, we get to use outlet inside the school to see the outcome from the children that we have put inside the root element, the school root element. So we're gonna use the return. This is React fragment school. Then we're gonna use outlet. So how to see the outlet? The outlet is depends to us. If you want to see the outcome upon the school, you can replace it by top of the code like this, outlet. Then there you go. This is class upon the school. Then if you want to see that in the beneath of school, you can use this under the school like this. Yeah, this is class. So if we want to go to the subject, it's the same thing like this. This is the subject. So we're gonna go back to school. Then in school, we are able to move our links. Example, like I want to go to the class without typing the /class in URL. So we are about to use the link here. So the link has the same function as a and a href like this. There you can go to school and to the class, but this is the different thing because we use the React Rotterdam version 6. We are able to use it and simplify it from the href. Okay, then we get to know that where do we go. Example, like school /class. Okay, then you don't need to put the element because this is just moving you to somewhere. And this is, you can say this is a button because I've used the tailwind. So I'm gonna put the classes. Wait a minute. Last name button small, then background blue 600, text white. Then this is school class. We can copy this. We can go this to the subject. Alright. subject. I'm gonna say that both of you are gonna have the margin. This is mx5, mx4 for the margin left and right, and this is class name for the margin top, or let's say margin bottom. Subject. Oh, wrong. There you go. We can go to the class here. This is class, and subject. This is the subject. That's how you use the link. Then we're gonna make it higher level. We're gonna have in the subject, we're about to use the many subjects in my school. Example like cons, subs, first math, front end, back end, FDDA. Then the last one is English. Okay, and I'm about to make this randomly. So if anytime you refresh the page, it is the math, front end, back end, Akida, or English will appear by randomly. So we're gonna const that rand subs, like subs math, dot floor, then math random to the subs length. There you go. This is so every time you go to the subject, whether you go to the class first then go to the subject, or you refresh the subject page, you're gonna get the English front end or everything that we have typed before in the subs array. Okay, this is subject. Okay, then we're gonna make the nested root about the subjects. So when we click into the example, I'm gonna use the math here, then it's click, then you can go to the math here. Oh yeah, before that, if you want to add something, example that you don't have the root, or you can make the 404 root like this, you can go like this, root, and the path is star. You know what I'm saying? Star. Okay, then the element you can go to not found, because I have typed the not found file in my recent projects, so I'm just gonna import it here. So if you don't have it, you can type not found here, then link it into the element here. Now, if it's not found, there you can see the not found page here. That says error 404. That is for the unmatched link. I'm gonna say this unmatched link. Okay, unmatched link, unmatched root. Okay, back to the topic. I want to make this subject is nested. So what are we gonna do is we copy this. Then, as I say, if you want to use the nested, you don't need to use the slash, just type it by the text like this. Example, I want it to be an ID, I guess, or the name. Yeah, you can use name here. Then don't forget to make the new subject class like this, maybe. Yeah, class, and use the name by the subject ID, subject name, sorry, subject name. Okay, then you can use param right here at the, what is it, at the subject name. So you can use the constant name, because I have typed it here name, then you have to use params here name. If I type their ID, then I have to type here ID too. So we can fetch the parameter, we can catch the component from the URL by using use params. Okay, we can use this lab. Okay, then as I say, don't forget to change the class subject name here. Then this is name, I type it. So now if you type the subject slash math, you can see this is math subject, or this is subject. And don't forget to use outlet. Always don't forget the outlet one. Break fragment in order not to be error. Okay, this is math, and yeah, outlet here. And this is subject math. If you type this prototype, then there is prototype. That's how you catch the component from the component from the URL. Okay, go back here. Then I want to change it, or I want to go from the subject by clicking one button. Then I'm going to go to the name, the subject slash subject slash name. So if I want to know whether it's if or no, I am able to use the navlink component. Navlink. So what is nuffling? What is the difference between nuffling and link? Actually, there is no really significant difference from link and nuffling. So if you want to use the nuffling, you can do it as programmatically, like whether you know the component is active or not. Because in link, it doesn't have this style. So if you want to use style in the link or in the nuffling, you can use this. Let's say it's it's active, then you can go here, then return it. Yeah, then you can know whether it's active or not by using the background or something you can customize by yourself. I want it, if it's active, I want it to be green, and here is active green, and if it's not active, it will be red, the background color. So I'm gonna type this the rand subs because I want to go to somewhere page that whether it's math, front end, back end, Akida, or English. Okay, then we go to the school. Maybe is it an error here? Okay, and also I forget to use 2 here. 2. Don't forget to use the dynamic routing by using this code, the slide code. I'm gonna say the school /subject, then use the dollar, the bracket, then name, then rand subs. Okay, is there any error here? Well, I don't think so. There's an error. Subject backend. Yes, this is subject backend. So you can see here, guys, if it's click here, if it's active or this is true, it will change to be green, and if it's not true, it's going to be red right there, like this. It's active, it's green, and if it's not active, it's red. If it's active, it's green, and if it's not active, it will be red, like this. This is not active, then we click it, bam, and this is going to be green subject. And we also move to the page math page. This is subject math. Okay, English, we're gonna say that this is okay, the text, yeah, color, it's active white, and if it's not active, green. Okay, like this. If it's active, white, and if it's not active, it's gonna be gray, red. Okay, That's it for the Nuffling, the new one, Nuffling. So what do we have to talk about? The browser router, roots, root, navigate, outlet, link, use params, and Nuffling. So what we haven't talked about is the use location and use navigate, okay, and case implementation. Actually, we have said talk about the case implementation, like we have get the parameter, the component from the URL and into the our function, our class function here. So yeah, it's not really hard, guys. Then I want to use the use navigate here. Cons navigate to use navigate. Okay, we are gonna know what is use navigate right here. Then we use the button. Okay, this is to be in diff button. Then onto the button on click using the this function. Then navigate it to somewhere. This is how you send and receive the state from something that you want to send. For example, that you want to send the ID, you can use this navigate to the let's say we're gonna go to the dashboard. Then we go to state here, then main here. Okay, don't forget to make the new one. Let's say is function, and it's called dashboard. Return, then paragraph, and this okay, this is location. Use location, let location. This is state, this is location dot state here. Okay, then don't forget to declare the dashboard first at the roots. Not inside the class, only to be alone right here. This is dashboard. This is also dashboard here. Then we can click it. Don't forget to give the button sign. And let's say it's get detail. Class button background is, let's say, TL 600, then text white. Okay, get detail there. Here we go. This is Akida. If it's front, is it front end, get the detail, then this is a front end. That's how you fetch and catch the component by using state, or how you send and receive the state by using the use params and use location, by using the use navigate and use location. So first you're gonna send the state by using use navigate here, state name, then it will be received by use location, and the location function, which we have put it into the dashboard function, you're gonna see the access by using that location dot stat here. Okay, so the last thing is we're gonna talk about the implementation about the React Rotterdam version 6. I think it's clearly fluent here, frankly here. Like we have talk about browser router, root, navigate, outlet, link, use param, nav link, use navigate, and use location here. So I have the backup files. Actually, I have built some website here, built a project here that we can use. So let's say I have it backup.gsx here. Yeah, here. Then we're gonna paste it into our tutorial here. Then here. Then we can access it right here. Okay, this is my website, my projects, nearly projects. So what we are gonna do right now, we want to have the link, we want to have the component by clicking these three. Example that I want to go to H&M and I want to only appear it's only H&M, not also Uniqlo and Zara Men. So how to do it? First, we are going to go to our component content here. We're gonna go to the ID right here. So what we are gonna do now, I'm gonna make the const array here, const JSON. Let's say I want to create const H&M. This is I want to display it by their variable, by their name, one by one. Example, if the ID is 1, we can only see H&M in it, and if the ID 2, we can see Uniqlo inside it. Okay, we're gonna pass it. Then the Uniqlo here, we're gonna use the same thing we do to Zara. Let's say only Zara here, the Zara. Okay, so we're gonna say that let ID use params function. Okay, here let's see, it's still not working because here just met the component, the const of the array. So what are we gonna do now is this. At first, add slide nav, because I use that for slide nav. I'm gonna make it easier by using the component, the library that we have learned about, that is use navigate. Here, navigate, use navigate. So let's say this is a button. that the button has on click inside it. On click. There you go. Then make a function here. Bam. Then we are going to use navigate here. Then use the dynamic route inside the navigate. So we're gonna say that this is a category. Then dollar set this the category. Category ID here. There you go. Then this is the category name. So it's gonna be the same thing. Still not working. Then the first step that we have to type it into the simplify one, that is use the navigate here. And the second one that we have to go to index, then make sure that the category and the ID is in the one pattern like this. I'm gonna fix this. Okay, this. Then don't forget to go to the app.gsx and make the same thing. Yeah, this is actually the same. Only I don't want to the ID, category ID, including the categories layout. So I don't want to the all model upon the one of my array theme like H&M, array subtheme. Yeah, I don't want it under the all model that the category has that. So that's why I put that into the separated way like this. It's gonna be also work. So we are gonna go to the ID, and this is the thing that we have to use if operator for this situation. So if the ID is same to 1, then we have to return it like this. Return that we have is for 1 we have H&M. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing for the 2. If ID 2, we're gonna use else if ID as or same as 2, or ID 2. If ID is 2, we are gonna return the uni here for Uniqlo, and else if the ID is 3, we are gonna also return it to Nizar. Then can we go into here? So what happened here? Cannot be clicked and slide left. Here, okay. Oh yeah, I forget to use this. Okay, like that. So if I click to H&M here, we will go to H&M root, which is the ID is 1, and it will display H&M and if we click to Uniqlo, it will be displayed Uniqlo. It will be displaying Uniqlo, and if we click to Zara, and it will be displaying also Zara. So that's it for the recruiter DOM. I think it's pretty easy if you go to depth guide, or you read the documentation of the recruiter DOM version 6. So that's all for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.